Hello everyone! It's really great to be doing this assembly with you today. Myself and Ruffles. Where have you gone, Ruffles? Are you hiding in your bag? Why are you hiding in your bag? Everybody wants to meet you. You're not coming out? Well, what's the matter? Come on, tell me. You're feeling a bit nervous? Well, I guess quite a lot of people have been feeling nervous this week, going back to school. But earlier you were excited. So, shall I help you get out again? You'll have a try. Yes, well, I think that everybody would love to meet you. And you don't need to be nervous. It's all okay. There we are. There we are, that's better. So myself and Ruffles are here with you today to talk about confidence. What's confidence? Well, confidence is being sure about something. You felt confident earlier. About doing this? Yes, you did. You were excited and confident. And then what happened? You thought about all those people watching you. Well, yes, that makes me a little bit nervous too. But it's okay, because we'll have lots of fun, won't we? Definitely. And so, today we're talking about confidence. And the fact that some of us are confident about doing some things and not confident about doing other things. Some of you might have felt confident about coming back to school, whereas some of you not. But what can we learn that will help us to grow in our confidence? So shall we start with, what are some of the things you're confident about, Ruffles? Catching a ball when it's thrown. Yeah, you're really good at that, aren't you? And running faster than anyone else. Gosh, you must be good at those things. Dogs are, aren't they? Well, what am I confident about? Oh, I like baking. I feel quite confident baking, making cakes and biscuits. I enjoy doing it and I've done it lots of times, so that means I'm quite confident about it. What are you not confident about? Standing up in front of people. Being on video. Yes, I can relate to those, but we've got a bit more confident about it recently, haven't we? So we've had to do it quite a bit during lockdown. Something else I'm not confident about. Abseiling. Have you ever abseiled? It's quite scary, isn't it? I mean, who would want to hang in midair, high above the ground, with only a rope to hold you? That makes me a bit scared. Not confident about that at all. But some of you will feel confident about that because we're all different. So we're all confident about different things, aren't we, Ruffles? And we've got a game, yes, we've got a game to find out how confident you are about some of the things that you might do during your school day. So Ruffles, you're going to go back in your bag and we're going to have our game. So for our game, we're going to decide how confident we feel about some things that you do at school. So I've got a confidence meter here and you have to decide if your confidence is low, that's going to be a thumbs down, or high, that's a thumbs up, or somewhere in the middle, and you can put your thumbs like this. So our first thing that you need to decide on is knowing the 4 times table. Have you got high confidence, low confidence, or somewhere in the middle? Where do you come on our confidence meter? Right, our next one, asking somebody for help when you don't understand something. Do you have high confidence, in the middle, or low confidence? Let's see those thumbs. And what about doing a forward roll in PE? Low confidence, in the middle, or high confidence? What about asking a lonely person to play with you at playtime? In the middle low, high? What about this one? This one, when I was at school, would have been down here. But what about you? Reading aloud in front of the whole class. High confidence, in the middle, or low confidence? And then our last one, making friends. Is making friends something you've got high confidence in doing, in the middle, or low confidence? Everyone has some things that they don't feel very confident doing. However, we can often find ways that can help us become more confident and therefore become better learners, more confident learners. In the Old Testament part of the Bible, there's a story about a man called Gideon. Now, at the beginning of the story, Gideon isn't confident in anything at all. But by the end of the story, he's become much more confident and has learnt lots of new things. Let's listen to the story. The Israelites were feeling sad and scared because some powerful people called the Midianites kept attacking their land and taking their things. One of the Israelites, Gideon, was very terrified and had hidden in the hope that nobody would find him. Whilst he was there, hiding, an angel appeared to him and said, "Hey, Gideon, the Lord is with you. I'm sending you out to defeat the Midianites." Gideon wasn't feeling very confident about this at all. "I can't do that," he said. "I'm the smallest one of the weakest clan in Israel." But the angel replied, "Don't worry, we'll do it together." Feeling a little more confident, Gideon asked God for a sign that he really was talking to him. And God sent him a sign of fire that burnt up some meat and bread, just to prove that he was God. Gideon's first task was to destroy all the altars that had been put up to other gods, and he wasn't really feeling all that confident. So he went in the middle of the night so nobody could see him. Gideon really wasn't sure that he could defeat the Midianites, so he asked God for another sign. And God sent 2 special signs to show Gideon that he truly was God and that this was what he wanted him to do. The Midianites and their allies had gathered an army of 135,000 men to rob the Israelites of their crops and food. Growing in confidence, Gideon gathered the men of his tribe around him, ready to defeat the Midianite army. However, God said there were too many of them, and he told Gideon to send home all but 300 men. God could see that Gideon was losing confidence, so he told him to creep down to the enemy's camp at night with his servant and to listen to what they were saying. Gideon overheard one of the enemies talking about a dream where Gideon had defeated them all, and finally this gave Gideon the confidence he needed. Back at his camp, Gideon gave every soldier a trumpet, an empty jar, and a torch. He told the soldiers to follow him and do as he said. And when they got to the edge of the camp, all the soldiers blew their trumpets, broke the jars that were in their hands, and shouted, "For the Lord and for Gideon!" The Midianites woke up with such a start that they couldn't work out what was happening, and so they started attacking each other and running away from their camp. Gideon, who had once lacked confidence, had now defeated the entire Midianite army with just 300 men, and of course with God's help. So Ruffles, what could we learn from the story that will help us become more confident learners? That we need reassurance and encouragement. Yes, indeed. We need people, just as Gideon needed God, to encourage us and reassure us and to say, "You're doing well," like a cheerleader, to say, "Yes, you can do this." Oh, like I did earlier. Oh yes, getting Ruffles out of his bag to join us for this assembly today. My encouragement helped him become more confident. And you're enjoying it now? Good, that's excellent. And we should never be afraid to admit that we need people to encourage us and reassure us. Never be afraid to ask for help. Was there anything else, Ruffles? Oh yes, Gideon was willing to have a go. Sometimes it can be difficult, can't it, just to get off the starting blocks, just to be willing to go, I'll take that one step. But Gideon took that one step and then asked God the questions that he had. And God helped him to take the next step. So we should never be afraid to ask questions. And we will learn new skills and grow more confident along the way. And I think there's one more thing that's really important. Can you remember what it is, Ruffles? Thinking? You've got it. Oh, yes, Gideon trusted God. And as a Christian, I also trust God. And that helps me to be more confident about those things that I'm not sure about. I wonder if you would trust God. Now think of something that you want to grow a little bit more confident in this school year. You might want to tell somebody what that thing is. That might even help you to grow in a little bit more confidence to get you going. And we're now going to say goodbye to Ruffles because we're going to have a time of prayer. So bye-bye, Ruffles. I'm going to say a prayer now. And if you'd like to join in with the prayer, then say amen at the end after me. If you would rather not, then that's completely fine. Just sit quietly and think about some of the things that we've talked about this morning. Dear God, when we're not feeling confident about something, help us to ask for help. Please put people around us who will reassure us and encourage us. And God, help us not to be afraid to ask questions and be willing to take that first step so that we can learn lots of new skills this year. Thank you that we can trust you. Amen. Well, it's been great to share this assembly with you today. And I look forward to seeing you again next week when we're going to be starting a series on the adventures of Jonah, which are great fun. Well, I'll see you then. Bye for now.